I gave my mother-in-law an alarm code that was 1 digit off from the real one. She let herself in without asking one more time, and the whole street heard the siren at 2 a.m. So for context, my mother-in-law Sandra has a thing about boundaries. Specifically, she doesn't believe in them. For the first 2 years of our marriage, she'd show up whenever she felt like it. Just pull into our driveway and knock. Or sometimes not even knock. Just try the handle first to see if it was unlocked. My husband Marcus would laugh it off and say, "That's just how she is." I told him that's how she is at her house, and this is our house. It escalated when we redid our back patio last spring. She showed up on a Tuesday afternoon with a friend she wanted to show it to, while we were both at work. I got an alert from our doorbell camera and watched her walk the whole length of the yard, pointing things out like she was giving a tour. Marcus thought it was funny. I did not think it was funny. After that, I told Marcus she needed to stop coming over without calling first. He agreed, which I appreciated, except he told her in this very soft way that was basically, "Hey mom, Rachel would prefer a little heads up when you can swing it." Sandra called me that night and said she'd try to remember, and that she hoped I didn't think she was intrusive. I said I didn't think she was intrusive. I knew she was intrusive. That went badly. So when we installed the security system in August, Marcus suggested giving her a code so she wouldn't set it off by accident if she stopped by and we weren't home. I said fine. I gave her a code. I just gave her the wrong one. Not wildly wrong, 1 digit off. Close enough that she'd assume she was entering it correctly the first couple times. She used it twice in September and both times she was with Marcus, so the system didn't come up. I honestly forgot about it for a while. Then the third Friday of October, I get a call at 2 a.m. Marcus is already sitting up next to me. My phone's going. His phone's going. The monitoring company is going. I pick up and they tell me our alarm triggered at the house. We were staying at my parents' for the weekend, 2 hours away. I said I know. Can you confirm the attempt count? They said 3 entries, all failed. And then Sandra called. She was at our house because she had a feeling we'd left a window open and wanted to check. I am not making that up. She said she had a feeling. At 2 a.m. on a Friday, she'd driven 40 minutes from her apartment because of a feeling about a window. She said the code wasn't working and could I tell her the right one? I said I gave her the right one. She said she was sure she was entering it correctly. I said I was sure I'd given her the correct digits. We went back and forth like that for a minute and a half while our neighbors were standing in their driveways wondering what was happening on our street. The monitoring company dispatch had already notified the non-emergency line. Sandra ended up having to explain to a police officer at 2:15 in the morning why she was at a house she didn't live in, with a key she said her son gave her, entering a code that didn't work. Marcus asked me on the drive home Sunday if I had any idea why the code didn't work. I said, I must have written it down wrong. He looked at me for a second. I looked at the road. He hasn't offered to give her a new code since.